Hello, my people. Good day to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for tuning in every single day to listen to me on Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ujola for Mindset Transformation Africa, and on today's episode, I want to talk about cowardice. Let me anchor today's episode on this statement. There is no punishment worse than a life stained with the eternal mark of coward. Don't be known as one. There is no punishment worse than a life that is stained with the eternal mark of coward. Don't be known as one. I want this episode to serve as both a wake-up call and a challenge. It is not about pointing fingers at other people. It is about holding up a mirror and asking yourself, am I living courageously? Am I standing tall in the face of fear? Am I standing tall in the face of adversity? Am I standing tall even in the face of my own insecurities? That is what I want you to reflect on. Those are the questions that I want you to ask yourself. See, let us just start by talking a little bit about the word coward. It is not a label that people use lightly, okay? It cuts deep because it is tied to some of our most fundamental human values: honor, bravery, integrity, and the willingness to face life's challenges head on. Being called a coward is not about making a single mistake. It's not about retreating from one battle. No. It is a pattern. It is about a pattern of avoidance. It's about a pattern of shrinking back from opportunities to stand firm, shrinking back from opportunities to speak truthfully, or shrinking back from opportunities to act boldly. And when that patterns define your life, it leaves a stain that is hard to erase. Why? Because cowardice is not just an external label. It becomes an internal wound. When you know you've let fear control you, when you've chosen comfort over courage, you carry that knowledge with you, and it eats away at your self-respect. It eats away at your relationships. It eats away at your ability to be better, at your ability to grow. See, there are costs associated with cowardice. And the first cost that you will pay if you are a coward is lost opportunities. Every time that you let fear win, every time that you allow fear to dominate or lead you, you close the door on an opportunity. That promotion that you did not go after, that job, that new job that you love so much and you know you are qualified for, but you are scared of being rejected and you did not go after that relationship that you did not fight for, the truth that you did not speak, those moments do not come back. The more you avoid them, the smaller your life becomes. And you pay the price of fractured relationships also when you are a coward. Cowardice does not just affect you, it affects the people around you. When you fail to stand up for yourself, or when you fail to stand up for other people, when you avoid hard conversations, or when you let injustice to slide, when you let disrespect to slide, you erode trust and you erode respect. And it chips away at your self-worth. It shrinks your self-worth. And that is another price that you pay, a shrinking self-worth. This is the harsh truth that I want you to remember. When you know you've been a coward, it is hard to look at yourself in the mirror. It is hard to look yourself in the mirror. You start to believe the worst about yourself. Do you understand me? And that beliefs will become a self-fulfilling prophecy if care is not taken. And you leave a legacy of regret at the end of your life. If you are known, or if you know yourself to be a coward, you won't regret the times that you tried and you failed. No, you will only regret the times you did not try at all. Cowardice leaves you with a legacy of what ifs. And that weighs on your soul. It weighs heavier than any external judgment ever could. See, courage is not about the absence of fear. You need to understand that. Courage is not about the absence of fear. It is the decision you make to act despite the fear you feel. Fear is human, okay? Fear keeps you alive. But when fear becomes the master of your decisions, that is when it becomes a problem. Courage is not about being fearless. No, it's about acknowledging you have fear, acknowledging your fear, and moving forward anyway. You think about some of the most courageous acts in history: soldiers going into battle, activists standing up to injustice, entrepreneurs risking everything for their vision. None of these people were without fear. No. What sets them apart was their ability to rise above the fear they feel. It's easy to say don't be a coward, but let's be real. The path of cowardice is tempting because it is comfortable. It is easy to avoid confrontation. It's easy to stay quiet. It's easy to blend into the background. And you don't blame people when you find yourself in such situations and you've also chosen to follow the path of cowardice like they did. So it's easy. Fear of rejection is one of the reasons why people choose cowardice. Nobody likes to be judged or ostracized. It's easier to stay silent than to risk being wrong or to risk being unpopular. See, there is also the fear of failure. Taking a stand means there's a chance you will fall flat on your face. Cowardice offers the illusion of safety, and also there is the desire for comfort. That is one of the reasons why people choose cowardice. Courage requires effort. It requires discomfort, and sometimes it requires pain. Cowardice offers a path of least resistance. You don't rock the boat. You are okay the way it is. Let everything just be like you are comfortable with. Also, lack of belief in oneself is another reason why people choose to be cowards. If you don't believe in your own strength, then it is hard to summon the courage to act. So, you can look in yourself and find signs that you might be acting as a coward. Maybe you avoid difficult conversations because you are afraid of conflict. Maybe you stay in situations that are toxic or unfulfilling because the alternative feels too risky. Maybe you prioritize being liked over being respected, or you let others make decisions for you instead of taking control of your life, or you constantly find excuses for why you are not pursuing your dreams. Those are signs. If any one of the things I just said right now hit homes with you, do not panic, okay? But those are signs that you've been acting like a coward. Awareness is important, and that is the first step to change. So, how do you transform your cowardice to courage? How do you transform from being a coward to being a courageous person? Number one is to face your fears. Start small. If there is a conversation you've been avoiding, have that conversation. If there is a challenge you've been dodging, take the first step towards confronting that challenge. Then you build resilience within yourself. See, courage grows with practice. It's not just one-time thing. It grows with practice. The more you push yourself to face uncomfortable situations, the stronger you will become. Okay, also you focus on principles and values, not on approval. You focus on principles. Let your actions be guided by your principles, not by what other people think of you, but by the principles that works for you. Also, you surround yourself with courageous people. See, courage is contagious. The more you move with courageous people, the more you also feel and act courageously. Spend time with people who inspire you to be braver, all right? Not to be fearless, but to be courageous. Also, learn how to embrace failure. See, you need to understand that failure is part of the process of success. It doesn't define you if you don't allow it to. Your response to failure is going to be the one that defines you eventually. So, there are rewards also to the act of being courageous. You become an authentic person. When you act with courage, you live in alignment with your true self. People respect also those who stand up for what they believe in. Even if they don't always agree with those people, they respect them nonetheless. Courage also opens door that cowardice keeps closed, and that means you have more opportunity. Then you build legacy. When you act with courage, you leave behind a legacy of strength, a legacy of integrity, a legacy of inspiration. So as we go today, I want to leave you with one powerful question that I want you to ask yourself right now. How do you want to be remembered? Ask yourself again. How do you want to be remembered? So go today and be courageous.